up, everybody? Welcome to Buzzworthy TV. And I'm your girl, Lady T. And tonight, we are talking R&B Divas LA. Y'all, I'm tired. And watching these crazy chicks on R&B Divas made me freaking exhausted. I'm sick of the foolishness. And y'all, I'm so tired. I've been working my ass off. And I don't know. I was going to do a What's the Deal video because I got some great things happening in my life that I really want to tell y'all about. But I need to save all this energy for this video. Oh, and before I go any further, I want to thank all my subscribers, old and new. Y'all, I cannot lie and tell y'all that I was not geeked last week when I reached over 100 subscribers. Yeah, it might not be a lot to a lot of people, but y'all mean so much to me. So shout out to y'all. Thank you so much for coming with me on this journey. So thank you. Anyway, y'all, let's get into this episode. Okay, so the episode starts off with Leela and Teresa. They are going to the City of Hope because they want to get some more information and find different ways that they can help Teresa in her battle with cancer. And when they meet with one of the ladies, Teresa explains that she was diagnosed with breast cancer. She went through chemo and radiation and got through remission, went through remission, but it came back. And this time it spread it, and now I think she said it spread it in her kidneys and her back and everything. So it's really hard to watch her tell this story because I just feel bad because she seems so vibrant and she's going through all this pain. But what I am inspired by is the fact that despite all the pain that she is obviously feeling and the fear that she has to feel, even though she's strong, everybody gets scared. So that's why I'm saying fear that she has to feel because, it's spreading. And she is in pain every day. So it has to come at a point where it does cross her mind, like, wow, am I going to be able to go through remission again, or am I just gonna have to just be in pain and God forbid something happen? But she is so strong and so optimistic at the same time, so that is very encouraging. But anyway, the lady says that what they were going to do is run some tests so that they could tailor a treatment specifically for her. And I thought that was really thought-provoking because when she said that, I was like, more hospitals should do that because everybody's not the same. Yeah, the two people may have stage 4 cancer, but everybody's body's not the same. So you can't give one person the same treatment as another and think you're going to get the same results. So I'm glad that they're going to do that they're going to run these tests and see what type of treatment they need and what type of things that they need to focus on as far as her recovery and her fight with cancer. Anyway, after that, everybody is meeting at Leela's house to brainstorm about the cancer event. And when they get there, they talk about Chrisette leaving. Leela feels some type of way. And, she just fills everybody in on what happened. Because, Shantae wasn't there. And Little Mo wasn't there. So, she's just filling everybody in. And so, Stacy, with her stupid self. Oh my God, my nose itching. Don't you hate that? Anyway. So, Stacy opens her big ass mouth. I'm so sick of her. Anyway, she opens her mouth and says, well, we had an altercation, and even after that, I went to her show and I tried to show support. And even after the show, I asked her to sit by me, and she didn't want to sit by me. And she was just giving me all this negative energy that I don't need because somebody sold the story, and so I just didn't need all that. And when Miss Chalet, let me tell y'all, Miss Chalet is getting an MVP award from me this year. She is like becoming my favorite. She is my favorite diva of this year. Because I'm starting to see that my favorite divas change every year. So this year, Miss Chalet is my favorite diva. When she told that chick, Stacy, OMG, now you see how I felt at my birthday party. And she was like, Karma is a bitch. I was like, wow. And she was like, what are you talking about? She was like, you know how you came at me? And she was like, I didn't come at you wrong, and I wasn't doing anything malicious. And she was like, yes, you was. You was all, basically, all in me and Mo's mix, and we didn't need you, and then you got all aggressive. And Shantae interjects like, look, we not gonna do this. You're not gonna, in my presence, you're not gonna speak to her like that, because Stacey was getting all buck. Girl, then Brave, bless her little heart, started praying, said, Father, in the name of Jesus. I don't know what else she was saying, but she just started breaking out with Father, in the name of Jesus. And I was like, that's a daggone shame that people got to start praying because y'all can't get y'all shit together. Shoot, Mo about to leave because she talking about she can't stand all this, negative energy. I'm like, wow. So anyway, Braves gets to praying, and all of a sudden they get quiet. Stacy apologizes for how she came off at Miss Chalet's birthday party. Miss Chalet, forgives her. She says she's accepted her apology or whatever. And they decide that they want to work with Warren Campbell because after that whole thing, Leela is like, look, can we just get back to why we're here? And so they talk about the event, and she asked them, who do y'all want to work with? And they all decide, like I said, Warren Campbell. And the energy that I'm feeling from Leela is that she is so over it. Like, when you hear her talk, she's just so over all the drama, all the petty bullshit. And I'm feeling her, like what she said in the confessional. Maybe if they could just focus on the freaking music, it wouldn't be so much freaking drama. And I totally agree with that. Anyway, then we move to Stacy's launch party. She has a skincare line. Okay, good for you. So the majority of the divas come, and she wants to make peace. So, she shouts them out when she gets to the stage, and then she gives them gifts, and she, asks them all to come to her show. She's doing a little performance, and she invites them all. And to be honest, they were not here for it. It was like, yeah, if I'm not out of town, I'll come. But they weren't excited, like, yeah, girl, I'll be there. If I ain't out of town, I'm there. Nah, they just really not feeling her at all. And the reason why they not feeling her, because I think Stacy's MO is, I'm trying to be, open. I always extend myself to these ladies. They keep shutting me down, keep throwing me shade, trying to make herself out to be the victim. So let me break it down. The reason why they are not feeling you is because you always got some slick shit to say, and then want to turn around and try to be nice. Don't nobody got time for that, because ain't nobody gonna forget the slick shit that you said before and then gonna try to be all cool. No, it don't work like that. You need to be consistently cool, and then maybe you will gain some friends. So anyway, then we got the ladies in the studio with Warren Campbell. Okay, Miss Chalet, you are my favorite diva this year, but I'm going to need you to show up for something. Either you late or you don't show up. And I'm sick of it. Like, how are you going to miss a studio session with Warren Campbell on a project that you're supposed to be a part of? Where they do that at? Then, as we get into the session, I gotta sit up here and read the fuck out of Shantae because Warren is like, yeah, Shantae talked to my sister, to help her write her part. And he was like, it was shady. And she said she asked Joy, that's his sister, she asked Joy to help her write her part because, sometimes if she's not like I guess she writes like whenever she's inspired or when it just comes to her. She just doesn't just go and just write. She's not a writer like that. And some singers aren't. Just because they write their stuff don't mean that they're writers like that. A lot of times their songs come from experiences and they just pour their heart out. Like Toni Braxton, she writes songs, but she don't write all her shit because that ain't what she do. But if it's something that inspires her, something she goes through, yeah, she'll put pen to paper and there you go, you got the song. Shantae's the same way. And so she was just saying that, I just might need a little help because I don't write like that. And then, here we go. Little Mo put Shantae on blast and said, well, look, you also asked if we could all get 1% of the proceeds of this charity event and this charity song. And I'm like, Shantae! Damn it! I need to hate one person this year, okay? And I'm saving all my animosity for Stacey freaking Francis because she irks the hell out of me because of that whole being really, in your face and then want to be cool. Want to talk shit about you and then want to be your friend. I can't stand that shit. But I'm about to get you together too because that ain't right. I'm with Leela. All the proceeds will go to cancer research. Means all the proceeds, not 99%, not 99.9%. Okay? So, yeah, get your life with that. Shantae, I'm disappointed in you. And then, Stacey again interjects because as they're talking, she was like, when Warren was like, it wasn't shady. Here go Stacey. Yes, it was shady. We're going to call it shady. And we're not going to say Father the Lord in the name of Jesus this time. We just going to say it was shady and we're going to talk about it. And now you done offended Brave because Brave was like, oh, was that a dig at me? Oh, I will be addressing you. I'm like, get that bitch, Brave. So, yeah, now you done offended her. And she's the coolest one. She's so even keel. You done pissed her off. Like, what the fuck, Stacey? So, anyway. I can't deal. So, anyway. Leela and Teresa go wig shopping. Because, Teresa is going through chemo and everything. And Leela just wants her to feel good about herself. So she wants her to get a really good quality wig. And they try on wigs and stuff. And, despite the sad circumstance, they seem to have really good fun just being together. And I totally get what Leela is saying. Because like she said in the confessional, she was like, being here, watching my best friend go through this and she fighting for her life really gives me, I have a no tolerance, not even low tolerance, no tolerance for women. She's speaking of the divas, of women who basically just want to keep up drama and mess. She don't have time for that. Like, it's just really stupid when people are fighting for their life. It is really, you blessed to be in good health. You blessed to wake up every day. So I'm with her. Like, I just don't, that's why she's tired. Remember when I was like, yeah, she's over it, she's tired. That's why she's over it and she's tired. Because she's right. When you see somebody fighting for their life, all this other stuff just becomes insignificant. And she was telling Teresa about the drama with the girls. And she was like, you got to make them realize, the point of what y'all doing. They got to keep their eyes on the prize and remain focused on why they're doing this. And I'm like, that is so true. It ain't about egos. It ain't about who mad at who. It's about helping a good cause that they've all been affected by. So anyway, then after that, Stacy and Brave and Michelle, they all meet for lunch because Stacy wants to clear the air. So they all meet up, and basically she was just saying how her and Shantae, because they was filling Michelle in of what happened at the studio since Michelle wasn't there. And Stacy was telling her, like, yeah, it got kind of heated with me and Shantae because, you know, we get unfinished issues. She was like, you know how you got issues with somebody, so the littlest thing will cause an argument. She was like, that's me and Shantae, and we just gotta squash some stuff. And so Brave was like, oh, so y'all got prior history? And she was like, yeah. My thing is, bitch, what is this prior history? Because all I'm seeing is you not liking the way she handled Kenny, which is none of your business. As long as she wasn't sitting out here blasting him in the media, which she did not, even when he was going, you know, after her son or whatever, all she just said is, we going through a custody battle. And when she won, she just said, hey, I won, we got joint custody, that's it. She never went in on him, never discussed even why they got divorced or anything like that. The only time she even mentions Kenny is like if something just so happens to pop up, and she don't even drag him. So whatever things she may have said to him in private, that's their business, not yours. Guess what? Whatever type of friendship you have with that man cannot compare to the fact that they were married. So you need to stay out of married folks' business, Stacey, because at the end of the day, that was their marriage, and you will never know the ins and outs of their marriage. So whatever she may not have said or done, it's between them. And as long as she kept it private and between them and the circle of friends that they know personally, and didn't bring it out to the media to scrutinize or to drag him in the mud or to play sides, it's none of your fucking business. And you making it even more public by you keep bringing it up. You bringing their issues out to the forefront in public, which neither one of them wanted to do. She don't really talk about Kenny like that. Like I said, when stuff has come up on the show, she may talk about it. It's very general. She never goes into details, and he's never really, I've seen, say anything bad about her. So whatever they've said or done is between them, and it is their private life. You bringing it up on a national reality show is going to start making people wonder, why did they get divorced? So yeah, if stuff get even more ugly between them, you only got yourself to blame, Stacey. So anyway, so they started talking, and Brave was like, oh, okay, so y'all had prior issues. I was wondering because, you know, while you was talking and you and Shantae was going through your thing, you kind of referred to me praying and said, we're not going to do that today. And she was like, I'm just saying we're not going to do that because we, you know, it's a time and place for everything, and we need to address it. You know, all that praying, you know, busting out in prayer in the middle of an altercation when we need to just discuss it, that ain't cool. And I'm like, what? So her not wanting to be involved in y'all mess and trying to defuse the situation and kind of letting y'all know that this is some bullshit and that y'all do need prayer. Yes, y'all need prayer. So I'm not mad at her for busting out in prayer. And I'm not mad at her for saying, like, she gonna tell her, like, look, I'm not going for that. You shading me like that, that's wrong. You don't know me, and you gonna make the B-more come out of me. And that's when Stacey get all buck again. Well, you gonna make the Brooklyn come out of me. And I'm like, see, Stacey, that's why no one likes you. And then, you know, Michelle like, well, shoot, you gonna make the Compton come out of me. So it's like, Stacey, you wonder why people don't like you, but that's where you just go from 0 to 10. Brave was not yelling at you. She was just saying, like, I felt some type of way, and what was going through her head. And what was going through her head was like, wow, she really thinking that she can shame me and comfort me. She don't want the Baltimore to come out of me. That's all she was saying. She was very monotone. She just wanted to have a conversation and say, look, I was not feeling that dig that you did at the studio. I wasn't feeling it. So anyway, they calm down and they both, say they sorry and they agree to move on. So Brave goes into the studio with Warren Campbell, and Warren, he was so blown away because y'all forgot everybody, because he knows pretty much everybody except for Brave and Stacy. So he asks them to sing. And let me tell you, Stacy, for instance, can't sing, but I don't know what the hell she been doing on this show. She has been hurting my ears. She's been making my ears bleed. So anyway, but when it came to Brave was like, I got kind of like a softer voice, but I also rap. And she started rapping, and he was like, oh, okay. So he was feeling it. So she comes back to the studio, and they start talking. He play, they listen to her music, and he's like, look, I think you dope, and I'm going to hook you up with another producer of his, and they want to jump on her new project. And I will say this, even though I don't think Brave belongs on R&B Divas, she'd be better suited for like a show featuring up and coming divas. I do like the fact that she don't got time for the bullshit. She tried to be cool with everybody, and she's focused on her career. If you notice, most of her scenes are about her career and getting it. She's on the grind. She don't got time for this bullshit, and I get her total respect for that. So then we got Stacy's performance. She's performing at this little event, this little bar and grill. And like I said, she invited all the girls, and they're not there. Nobody showed up. And she's in her feelings because her thing is, she supported people, and she went out her way to to try to be nice. But no, I'm through. Like I said, the reason why they didn't show up is because you rub people the wrong way. And then you act all innocent like you don't know why people don't like you. You act like you don't know what you say or what comes out of your mouth. Like, get a life. You too old for this. You like, what, 50? I don't know. However old you is, you too old to be acting like you can't control the words that come out of your mouth. And then, she's in the confessional crying again, playing the victim yet again, talking about, this is my time. I lost record deals because, I was slandered in the media. And this is when I was like, see, bitch, this is why I don't like you. Because now you said you were slandered in the media. First, you said you didn't pop off because you was in an abusive relationship. And he emotionally abused you so bad and took, he withered your self-esteem to a point that you had no self-esteem. And that's why you wasn't pursuing your dreams. Then you said, it was the altercation with Whitney Houston that gave you a stigma. Could it be that you're a problem child? Could it be that you always try to play the victim? Like I said, first of all, that little sob story you gave X Factor, they wasn't having it. Then, you sleeping with Noel Jones. People ain't gonna like that, especially the church folks, so you can forget about going to gospel. So, those two strikes. You can forget about being a contestant winner on a national competition show. You can forget about being a gospel singer. You can forget about being a diva because you done pissed Whitney Houston off. So I don't know what to tell you. But you can't blame all this on everybody else because you're the common factor, Stacey. So when you were in that confessional saying, my career didn't take off because I was drugged by the media, I'm like, so that's the excuse this week? I wish you would learn to take responsibility and learn that your ass It's just so comical because she comes up with an excuse every single time when it comes to her career. But like I said, it's your fault. So stop blaming everybody else and get it. Focus on your music. Stop trying to be messy and cause drama and just shoot. It's a damn shame that I'm going to tell you because you older than Brave, so you're supposed to be leading by example. But I'm going to tell you to follow Brave's example and get your freaking life and get on your freaking grind. Then maybe, just maybe, you might have a chance at something. Maybe at least something on iTunes because you don't even got shit on iTunes. So maybe at least a single on iTunes that we can hear or buy if they want to. I don't know. Anyway, y'all, that was the episode. Till next time, peace and love.